How's it going, everyone? Today's video is going to be about what I did to reach 400 horsepower in my EVO 10. Okay, so one thing to note is that I'm still stock block, stock head. I'm also still running the stock clutch. I'm at about 85,000 miles, and I've been at about 406 wheel horsepower to be exact. For about the last 2 years, safely with no issues. My clutch actually just recently started to give out. In the next few weeks, I plan to upgrade to a comp stage 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood and go over some of the upgrades that I've done along the way. So for fuel, I went with ID 1050cc injectors, still running the stock fuel rail, stock fuel pressure regulator. Fuel pump, I went with the Aeromotive Stealth, like 340 LPH, or is it 320? Stock fuel lines, no need to upgrade those. And I'm also still on 91. You can't actually reach 400 horsepower on the stock turbo while on 91. So I went with the MHI18K, which I believe is sold by MAPerformance. I went with ETS brand upper and lower intercooler piping. I believe it's 2.5 inch and a 3.5 inch ETS front mount intercooler. I don't believe brand matters too much, whatever you decide to go with. As long as it's within that size range, you should do just fine as far as reaching 400 horsepower. At the time of getting tuned, I had an ETS intake, or is it a 3 inch, I believe? ETS 3 inch intake. But a friend of mine just recently got rid of his EVO 10, so I picked up this MAPerformance Intake for a really good deal. Also, I'm running a Turbosmart dual port blow-off valve, which with that blow-off valve, you have the option to run it fully recirculated, fully vent to atmosphere, or a combination of both, which currently I'm running it fully recirculated. For the exhaust, I'm running a ETS open dump downpipe. The open dump isn't fully necessary to reach that 400 horsepower goal. You can do it with just a fully recirculated downpipe. I just like how the open dump sounds. I'm running a 3 inch eBay test pipe. I didn't really feel the need to spend a lot of money on a test pipe. And for the exhaust, I went with I'm currently running a 3 inch titanium TOMEI exhaust, which is super lightweight. Now the EVO doesn't actually come with a stock boost gauge, so I went with a Innovate digital boost gauge, as well as an Innovate Wideband. Those two things are completely necessary when it comes time to tune the car. So if you haven't gotten those yet, make sure you add those to your build list. Not necessarily that brand, but just gauges in general. Now that pretty much sums up the under the hood or performance upgrades that I made. But one thing I will mention to go along with the increase in power, I'd suggest getting coilovers as well, which I upgraded to BC DS series with Swift springs, which those help reduce body roll a ton and make the car that much more enjoyable to drive. And I also changed wheels from the factory wheels. I went with the pretty basic Enki RPF ones and the SBC finish. My whole car is actually really dirty right now, so just never mind that. But actually, I may do that today. I may actually clean it today. That pretty much sums up all the upgrades I've done to my car, not including like exterior, like headlights, taillights, those things, but those don't actually add power, contrary to what Fast and Furious may have told you, but they don't. But they actually do add scene points. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have questions on upgrades or where to get them, feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I'll be glad to point you guys in the right direction. If you went about reaching 400 horsepower in a different way, feel free to let me know that as well and the route that you took. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate this video or if it helped you in any way, and subscribe for weekly videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.